Hello and welcome to my channel. I just wanted to take a quick moment to share the last of my watercolors that I got for my birthday. My birthday actually was in April, so it's taking me a while to go through and do these swatches because it just depends on my hands, how they're feeling that day, those kind of things. So I've just been taking my time doing the swatching, but this is the last of my purchases. This is when I actually used the 50% coupon on, so I was able to get these for half price. These are the Gonzai Tombi watercolor paints, and they come in 24 colors, and they're larger palettes on this one. And give me one moment, I'm going to go ahead and write out the color names and stuff, and then we'll begin the swatching, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Hello, I am back. I finally got all the colors written down on my swatch page, but I just wanted to quickly go over the cute little box that this comes in. I love the way this looks. So pretty. On the inside, it also does have a swatch card in here, but I would like to just keep that like it is, so let's leave that alone. This is the actual colors. I'm taking off the little protective cover. And these are the colors themselves, and as you can see, it's a big pan. I'm not sure about sizing on pans and cells. Like I said, I'm still relatively new to watercolor, so I don't know if these are full-size pans or they're called something else. I'm not really sure, but these are the colors that come in this set, and they're really pretty. I really do like some of the colors I see here. These are the swatches. I wrote them down according to this, and then I did a little block of black down here for the white, so when we get to that. And so we'll go ahead and get started. We'll start with the top. We'll go from red and go this way. So the very first color on here, it says it is just red. So let's take a little bit of that, a bit of water. I saw these particular watercolors on a channel, oh that's really nice, called Coloring Bliss. And she had done a whole series about these particular watercolors from Kuretake, and I saw those and I really liked the way those look, so I decided I wanted to get a set too. So that is why I ended up buying these. I waited for my birthday, that way I would have the 50% coupon. So all right, the next one is called Rose Madder, and let's see how this color comes out. These are really nice. I really like these. Ooh, that's a nice color. Let's go add a little bit more. It's a nice color. I like that. Let's go ahead and wash. That's nice. Nice. I don't think I added quite enough water when I was trying to do the wash on that one, but we'll just continue on. So. All right, the next one is Rose Madder Deep. So I'm gonna do that one. A little bit of water. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice color. Oh, I really like that one. Water it down a little bit. Should have probably maybe left a little more space. It's pretty nice. Top. You can see, there we go. All right. The next one is an cadmium scarlet. Sorry, cadmium scarlet. So let's see how this one comes out. Oh, that's a nice color. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. Just wash it a little bit. You can see I'm still getting used to how to make them deeper and lighter when you're painting. Like I said before, I'm still relatively new. I'm still new to watercolors. I've never invested in a set of watercolors, and so as I've been going along watching other YouTubers and their channels, kind of encouraged me to just, you know, go outside of my comfort zone and give a try on some of these things. Now the next one is cadmium yellow. Is it cadmium? Oh, cadmium. I think I actually misspelled them, so I'll have to go back and respell those. Okay. I missed a letter in there. So, okay, cadmium yellow. So I'm gonna wash this one. It's nice. I probably need to add a little bit more water. There we go. It's a little bit lighter. I should have had more, but that's all right. Continue on. All right, the next one is lemon yellow. I do like these. These are nice. I like that they're very smooth, and there's like, I don't know how to put it. It's not streaky like some paints I've had. It carries the color across very well. Okay, so the next one is a yellow ochre. Water to that one. So the yellow ochre. The coverage, that's what I was trying to think of what I was trying to say. It's the coverage of it. It's not streaky, and it's covering well. A little bit more. See what it looks like lightened up. That's nice. Okay, the next one is an olive green. Olive green. Oh, that's a nice green. I like how smooth it is. Like I said, some colors I've tried before, they were kind of streaky, and you had to go over them more than once to get it to the shade that you wanted, or just to cover a bigger area. It's nice. Okay. All right, the next one is sap green light. Sap green. Oh, that's pretty. Let's take a look. Oh, that's a nice green. It's my springtime. Add a little bit more. Wash with it. That's nice. Okay. The next one is that was sap green light, sorry, and this one is sap green. So this is sap green. Now sap green light. Okay. That's pretty. Nice. Nice. Okay. So up here to the side. Alright, the next one. Hello, just wanted to add a little bit to the end of the video I just did. I realized last night when I was doing the sap green, my alarm actually went off. You can't hear it in the video, but I guess it cut off the video. So I had actually swatched the Hooker's green and the sap green deep right after that before I stopped, and I knew I'd stopped there before I went on to pick up my son, but I guess the alarm had cut it off. But that was the Hooker's green, and that was the sap green deep. As you can see, some very nice shades of green across there. And so yeah, those are the two that got cut off in the video. I just want to add that. Good morning, and I am back. I stopped last night during my swatching. I had to go run an errand, pick up my son from his work, and by the time I got home it was kind of late, so I was tired, so I decided to start again this morning. As you can see, the watercolors I did last night dried, and I really like the shade, the colors of them. My biggest thing is I do like that they spread pretty well across. You don't, like, sometimes you have watercolors where when you start to paint it, you start losing that, and this didn't happen. As you moved along, you still continued that same amount of paint until you added extra water or whatever to wash it out a little bit more. So yeah, so far I really enjoy working with these, and I did go back and adjust the names because I misspelled them yesterday. So we'll go ahead and continue on. Looks like next was Viridian is the next color. Hopefully you can see this. I've tried to make sure everything's within frame. This is the Viridian that we're going to work with next. This right here. So we'll go ahead and get started. grab some water here. All right, so we're gonna do Viridian. And like I said, these are really nice. And then I also, as I was looking around while I was waiting for these to dry last night and get started again this morning, I realized these Ganzai Tombi paints, this particular pan is actually its own pan. I did not realize that. I thought it was like half full. Like I said, I'm not real familiar with a lot of terminology when it comes to watercolor because I'm still learning myself. But I found out that these pans are actually their own type of pan, which I did not know. And then I wanted to know, I went this morning to see, like, well, can you actually buy those pans? I'm like, yes, you can buy those pans if you want to, like, create your own size of these pans. And I do like these, mainly because you can get a bigger brush in them. So I do like that compared to a standard full-size pan. Okay, so the next one is a turquoise green deep. Actually, is that correct? Yeah, it says 57 turquoise green deep. Okay, so I'll go ahead and go into this one. Let's see how this is. Oh, that's a really deep color. Wow, okay. I like that. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more to it. Wash it down a little bit. See how that looks. Oh, nice, nice. That's a really nice color. Very pretty. Okay. All right, the next one is malachite, it says on here. I do like this color. It reminds me of like the seafoam green colors. Very pretty, very pretty. I like that. I'm going to enjoy using these in whatever I come up with. Like I said, I'm still learning. I do drawing, I do markers, I've done acrylic paints, I've done gouache. Gouache has been okay. I'm still learning gouache, and I don't know, just the kind of stickiness of it is kind of, I don't know, a texture thing for me, and so we're still learning on that. The next one is called Ultramarine Pale. So let's go and see how this looks. Ooh, very nice, very nice. It's a very nice color. Let's add a little bit more water. Get a wash on it. Very nice. Very nice. Like that. Okay. Like I said, I'm still learning about paint itself. The one I have not tried and I'm not really interested in doing is oil paint. I've never been a big oil paint fan. So the next color is ultramarine. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see. So we just did Viridian, turquoise, malachite, and ultramarine pale. Now we're going to do ultramarine. So that's the next color. Get this. I have not had enough practice with oil paints to decide if I like that or not. Oh, that's a nice blue. So it's still, you know, maybe something I'll look into as I go along. But right now, I really like the look of watercolors. So that's why I'm going to try to concentrate on now. Let's see, the next one is a turquoise blue. So this is turquoise. So that. I like it because, you know, like this, you can make it a solid color, which is really pretty, that color, or, you know, just adding a little bit of more water changes the way it looks. And then I also like different techniques, like the granulating watercolors. I really enjoy watching other people when they work on that, and so that's the things I would like to learn too. The next one is indigo. So let's go to indigo. All right, so this is indigo. Ooh, that's a really deep blue. I like that. Let's see what it looks like. Let's add in more water. Very nice. Very nice. So for myself, I'm learning more about watercolor and what you can and can't what you can do with it. Let's say indigo. Next one is cobalt violet. Let's do that. Cobalt violet. Ooh, that's a really deep purple shade. I like that. Add some more water. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, I'm learning more about techniques. I haven't practiced a lot of them yet because like I said, I'm still learning. And then I also have other projects I work on too as well. The next one is burnt sienna. So kind of grab that color. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice color. A little orange to it. Very nice. Okay. All right, the next color is Raw Umber Deep. That. To adjust the name on here. It's a nice brown. Now, I'm not too big on brown colors. I do really want to learn to use them more. So let's see. Nice, I like that. Okay. Adjust that name. Let's see. Next one is black. So that. Oh, that's a really nice dark black. Sometimes, from what I've seen on watercolors, black is sometimes just depends. I've had watercolors where it said it was black, but it was really like more of a dark gray once it dried. So it'll be interesting to see what this looks like when it actually dries. That's some more water there. Okay. And then the last color is the white. Let me clear up the brush better. Make sure I get some of that. Okay, so we'll see how this white goes. Oh, it's really nice on the brush. That's a nice white. It's more opaque than the one I did before. Very nice. It covers nicely. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more water. Very nice, very nice. Oh, very nice. Okay. Okay, so that is the last of the swatching on this. Like I said, these are the Kuretake Gansai Tompi paints. There is approximately, I believe it's 24, let's see, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 6. So it's 24 colors in this particular set. I did get these at Michael's, and I actually used my 50% off coupon for my birthday. So this was one of the last watercolor sets I bought that I'd seen I wanted to try. I really enjoyed watching another channel, Coloring Bliss. She had these different sets, and so she was doing swatching on it, and I really liked this one. And I did see they were available at Michael's. It's always a hit and miss whether you find them at Michael's, because I guess they sell pretty quickly for them. So when I went there, they did have them, and so I went ahead and picked them up. Waited till I got my 50% off coupon for my birthday, and then went ahead and purchased them. But so this is a swatching done for those. As you can see, they're very nice colors. I do like when you add water, the different shades that come off of it. They're very smooth. They cover really nicely. A big area is covered with just single strokes. I was really impressed with by that. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with watercolor, but I do like the way these look. So I'll be interested in attempting some of the techniques that I've seen, just practicing, because that's really all you can do when it comes to new art. Learning art skills, learning art techniques is just practice, lots of practice. So first thing for me is always swatching everything just so I can see what the colors look like, get ideas from it. And so yeah, that's all I had for today. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for taking the time to take a look at this. If you like what you see, give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Have a good day.